Welcome back. Super excited moving forward. In this lesson, I'm going to demonstrate how to change your image. So in our previous lessons, we've been working with the text view. Here I'm going to switch and now move forward working with the image view. And I'm going to show you several techniques and tips so it's easier for you to work with your images and inserting images within your activity screen. So we did create this image or inserted this image rather in one of the earlier lessons. So I'm going to show you how to change this image and of course other techniques as well. So let's jump right in. For example, if I need to change this image, there's several ways I could do it. I could click twice on it, for example. I'm going to show you several ways first. And then the image view has a field called source compat, which is src compat. And here, notice it says the @, the map, and then the IC launcher. So that's the full name for this particular image, including the directory path. If I were to click on the three ellipses, it brings up the dialog box and takes me to the project under drawable project, and then here's my icon, which is known as or called IC_launcher. I could change to a different image and it would insert that image accordingly. Now, what if I would wish to import my own image or my logo or blog or anything that I wish to use, such as an icon that I've customized and created myself? So there are, again, several ways you can do it. Let me cancel out of here first. The drawable folder on the left navigation pane here, you'll notice it has two XML files, but there are no images, right? So there's particular IC launcher image does not exist here. I cannot find it at this point in time. So in order for you to see the contents of the drawable folder, which contains all of the images, you would need to switch from Android up on top here, click on the drop down arrow and click on project. And this is important because sometimes students ask me, well, I don't see my folders, because all you have to do is just navigate to project and then you'll be seeing all of the folders. Now if I were to expand the resource folder, here's the drawable folder, expand this folder, you'll notice I have this IC launcher background XML file. And I also have the map HDPI, right? Any DPI version 26, and then MDPI, XHDPI, all of these different folders. So what do they mean? This is simply high definition, by the way, pixels, medium definition. This is extra high, extra, extra, and so on, okay? So that's all it is. And each of them contains the PNG files or the image. Similarly, the bitmap medium density contains the same image, right? So both names are the same. Expand this so you can see perfect. However, the density matters. So you need to carefully choose and select the right image of the right density so that when your app is eventually shown on the screen, it's faster loading these images. All right, but where is this image? How do I know which image is this, whether it's high density, whether it's medium density, or extra high density? So if I were to navigate back to the image, click twice, you'll notice that from the source compat, if I click on the three ellipses, it brings up the dialog box, and at the top right, it shows me the directory that it's pulling the image from. So it's coming from any DPI-V26. And let me move this aside. So you'll notice that this is the directory, the mipmap-any-version 26 or V26. So if I were to expand this, cancel out of here, now that I've identified where this image is coming from, right? So this is the mipmap, the IC launcher image, and then of course it's coming from this directory. If I click on the drop down arrow here, you'll notice all of these other directories are listed. So I could switch the high definition, where I can choose the medium, the extra high, and extra extra high, and so forth. Cancel out of here for now. So now I've identified that this particular image on my main activity screen is coming from this particular directory and is pulling the image from the XML file. Great. So now that I've identified, how do I add my own image? Well, the easiest way is, of course, the famous drag and drop, right? So all I'm going to do is just simply, so I'm going to go ahead and simply open up Windows Explorer and pick any one of these images that I wish to insert or drag and drop into my drawables folder. So let's say I want to pick these two images, blog and blog 1. I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop it into the drawable folder. It will bring up a dialog box and ask move. And yes, I'm going to say OK. In fact, it's going to copy it both of these files. I will want to edit these files anyways. Click OK. And that's all I have to do, just simple drag and drop. And this is going to place both of these images, blog and blog 1. If I need to see these images, I can simply click twice on it. It shows me the first image is blog, and then blog 1 is another image. That's all there is. All right, perfect. Let's navigate back to our activity main.xml file. And now I wish to change this particular image. So make this bigger first. So there are a couple of ways I can change. Let me show you the XML method of changing image. In order to change this image, I will need to go to my text tab so that I can see my XML file. And I'm going to make room so you can see the XML text here. In fact, let me hide preview. So what you need to do next is simply navigate to the actual image view within your XML. And the easiest way to find is if you were to click on the preview and select the image, notice it automatically takes you to that particular XML image view tag. And you will see all of the attributes that are related to this particular image. So one of the attributes is the layout height, and then of course I have the ID image view. So if I make some room here, let me in fact collapse this, perfect. So now you're able to see that the image here, the IC launcher, is displayed as part of my source SRC compact, which is again the same attribute that we see when you click twice on the image. Change this particular text. So I'm going to go ahead and delete, and then to insert an image within your image view tag in XML, sign, because that's the, so say drawable. As soon as you type your letters, it brings up where you can select which image you wish to insert, or you wish to select the other one. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you both. So as soon as you highlight one of them, hit the enter key on the keyboard, and you'll notice in the preview it changes the image for you. So now it's pulling the image from the drawable folder, and then of course your blog image. If I change it to a different name, let's say blog 1, you'll notice automatically the image instantly changes. So it's a very nice way to work with XML. So again, if you're comfortable with the XML, perfect. If you're not, you can always use the visual inserting images as well. So likewise, go ahead and practice inserting these images. Create additional folders if you like as a practice. If you have any questions, post them in the discussion area. I'll be glad to help. And with this, let's move to the next lesson.